football fans. We're starting off the season, Labor Day weekend, and I am reading to you from PubClub.com's the Pigskin Prognosticator, the only source of humorous but factual college football predictions you can find on the planet. The link is PubClub.com under the sports college football section. Link will be in this YouTube video as well. So I'm going to read off to this. It's honored after Leonard's Losers, Leonard Postosis for you longtime college football fans. So here we go, the Pigskin Prognosticator college football preview for Labor Day weekend. To grasp what is happening in college football today, one has to take it's almost the NFL approach. The transfer portal, the NIL-fed $1 million offers for quarterbacks, West Coast teams playing in Midwestern and Eastern conferences, and now a multi-team playoff that might not even reward the most deserving teams are all part of the game. It is into this landscape that the 2024 college football season emerges from the fog of off-season changes. Yet when toe meets leather, Georgia Tech fans know what that means. On Labor Day weekend, eventually all that will fade into the background. Although the sight of Nick Saban on the set of college football game day instead of on the Alabama sidelines is going to take some getting used to. Now, on to the weekend games. Now, all times are Pacific because the Pigskin Prognosticator lives here on the West Coast. All right, Saturday, Georgia versus Clemson, 9 a.m. on ABC. The Cats and Dogs fought it out in Atlanta with the loser going home with his tail between his legs. In today's college football, one loss does not put the rest of the season on the brink, so it's not a catastrophe. Though for the Dabos, it could be a clue that there won't be a return to those championship days. The speeding Kirby's will run and pass right by them. Winner, Georgia. Penn State-West Virginia, 9 a.m. on Fox. The furry felines find themselves facing a familiar old foe to start this season, one that might put up more of a mountain fight than the Mountain Lions are ready for this early in the season. Despite the potential scare, though, there won't be any couches burning on porches in Morgantown after this one. Winner, Penn State. Miami at Florida, 12:30 p.m. on ABC and ESPN. One of the recurring preseason questions of the past 20 years is this. Is this the year Miami is back to being Miami? Well, Miami has been being Miami, and that is looking more like an intermittent rain shower than a Category 5. In Gainesville, the question is, will Billy Napier be around by the Georgia game? As both teams struggle to accept the reality of their current situations. Why would they look more like a tropical storm than their nickname? The Hurricanes will have more punch than their fellow Floridians. College game days and College Station, and it will be the debut of Lee Corso. Winner, Miami. Western Kentucky at Alabama. The strangest sight at the start of the college football season will be in Tuscaloosa with a new guy in crimson leading the team. It's Kalen DeBoer and not Saban. But Alabama fans are hoping the team looks much the same as it did in the past. It won't take a tidal wave to stop the Hilltoppers, so it will be a Dixieland delight night in T-Town. Winner, Alabama. Notre Dame versus Texas A&M, 4:30 on ABC, where you can find College Game Day in the morning. The Irish eyes are upon College Station, and what they see may have them rubbing those eyes and covering their ears as well. They will witness a scene of 100,000 plus cadets who yell like drill sergeants at boot camp and stand up the entire game. That will be enough to inspire the new coach-led Reveilles to victory. Winner, Texas A&M. UCLA at Hawaii, 4:30 p.m. CBS. The Trampolines bowed over to the Aloha State to put some bounce in their step before they walk into the reality of the Big Ten. Waikiki Beach is certainly a better road trip for fans than Rutgers. It may get more people in the stands at home games against Indiana and Iowa. At least they will be pleasantly distracted in case things don't go so well in the debut of Coach Deshaun Foster. Winner, UCLA. Sunday, September 1, USC versus LSU, 4:30 on ABC and ESPN. The Bayou boys rarely perform well in these big season openers. Remember, they lost to UCLA a couple years ago. It's as if they're still putting themselves out of the swamp, searching for a make-an-easy state before starting SEC play. But now they face a team that is rich on offense and suspect on defense in a game that neither coach really wanted to play. When it's all over, though, Lincoln Riley will be glad he did not back out of this one, winner USC. And finally, Monday, September 2nd, Boston College at Florida State, 4:30 p.m., ESPN and the ACC Network. The Spirits' plans for a spot in the college football playoffs went after losing the opener to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech? And while technically there's still a chance, getting smacked on both sides of the line of scrimmage by some buzzing bees takes a sting out of this team. Fortunately for them, the not-so-high-flying birds from Boston don't figure to ruffle too many feathers in Doak Campbell, winner Florida State. That's the Pigskin Prognosticator for Labor Day weekend. See you next week.